Dirt 3 is Codemasters' latest rally-based racing game, and while it's not all rally, it definitely has more rally than its predecessors, or it feels that way when you're playing at least. And while it still has the occasional truck race and buggy race, it has a lot more rally than it did before. That's something I liked as a rally fan, and I'm sure most rally fans will appreciate that. However, there's no shortage of fun or just down and dirty jumps and all that stuff. The addition of Gymkhana really brings it out, and you can have a lot of fun in the playground after you've beaten the first training of Gymkhana. They did away with the old interface, which was dirty and grimy, for a new, crisp and clean interface. The whole theme of the game has a more crisp and clean feel to it. It has loads of cars and loads of new tracks and locations. I mean, there are locations from everywhere, from here in Aspen, Colorado, to Michigan, Finland, which is something I was really happy to see in there. I mean, they have Kenya, I mean, everywhere. Uh, has 4 seasons of off-road fun to offer you, and each season is, well, I mean, not the longest, but it does take you a while to get through each one. And on top of that, once you get through with that, there's tons of fun to be had in multiplayer. So, I mean, it's not like you just beat those like a checklist and then be done with it. No, you have tons of fun to have in multiplayer. Um, Plus, you have the challenges in the Gymkhana playground. Also, something I liked about this game is that you can post clips directly to YouTube, and while I'm not sure if Google will like that so much once a lot of people start posting clips that never get views, I'm sure that uh, it's a nice feature to have, I think. Um, like I said before, like I was going to put in the con section, but I'm not really sure if this is a con. I know it's kind of I complained about it a little bit when I first got into the game, but it's not that big a deal. I think that I prefer purchasing cars rather than just selecting from a couple of manufacturers that you get at each race. A couple of teams say, oh yeah, here, drive my car. And while that was annoying at first, along with the interface, you get used to it really quick. I had only played Dirt 2 a few hours before playing Dirt 3 because I wanted to get my bearings straight in its predecessor to make some good comparisons. So, I mean, I had just gone out of Dirt 2 and jumped right into Dirt 3. Um, Something else that I thought was a con is you can't turn off the flashbacks. However, they do fix this by giving you bonuses for not using them. The difficulty is completely customizable, which is something I definitely loved about this one. You can change just from turning off the traction control to changing the difficulty of the position to, I mean, you can really tweak the settings in the difficulty. Um, just like the previous Dirt title, this one is very pretty. I mean, it was really hard trying to think of things that were wrong with the game. I couldn't think of much. I mean, there's hardly anything wrong with this game. So, I mean, I definitely recommend it. If you have the option to, go and get it for really any platform will do. I played it on a PC with an Xbox 360 controller. However, I have heard, I've not tested this because I don't have an extra controller. I've heard that it doesn't have all that great support for other controllers that um, aren't Xbox 360 brand. But, I mean, that's just what I've heard. I haven't actually tried it. So if you don't have that Xbox 360 controller, you might want to definitely think about picking one up for this game. But if you have a steering wheel, then you might be better off just keeping with that. I played it with a original Xbox steering wheel, Mad Catz something, and it was a lot of fun. So, like I said, this is definitely a game I recommend. Um, I give this game a solid 9 out of 10 because, I mean, it was just hard to find anything wrong with it. The only thing is I just find that sometimes the uh, physics, I think, are a little tweaked sometimes in Gymkhana and other events, which is not really a big deal, but I thought that that kind of, I don't know, ruined immersion because, say, some things you can do in Gymkhana when that's open and you can't do during a rally race or something. It could just be me, but I don't know. Uh, but like I said, solid 9 out of 10. Anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.